Berserker is the violent and awesome graphic novel, and I'm here with the creative team behind it. So let's get into it. Hi, guys.
Hi.
It's very nice to meet you.
How's it going?
So this is one of the probably goriest graphic novels I've ever seen, which I love.
No, it's not.
It's up there.
Terrible.
I mean, so
Really?
yeah, I think so. And so, like, I want to get into the sort of creative process of how these actual fights and segments come together in the comic. How does do one of you pitch, like, okay, I want B to rip off someone's arm, hit someone else in the face with it, blood flies across 2 or 3 pages in a row? Like, how does that come together? Because it's the thing that stuck out to me first. Outside of the story being awesome, the violence is just insane. So tell me about it.
Was that like reading like issue 1, just seeing it kind of introduced? Yeah, I mean, I guess that has to start with me, but then then it turns into us.
I have vivid memories of you choreographing a lot of the, showing me, how it goes. So I think I'd probably start. I'm going to give you some of the blame for it.
No, there's no blame.
Yeah.
There's something about catharsis and celebration and something else about it. And then Matt and I Matt puts it into a word and a sentence, and then that goes to Mr. Garney here.
And I'm the one who has to sit there and close my eyes.
Right.
You go, ah! Yeah.
You do the
Visualize.
hard work. Yeah.
But it's, yeah, I mean, it's, if you remember Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
Remember how visceral the scene was when we stormed the beaches?
Yep.
So it's kind of like that. I have to close my eyes and really see it. Yeah. And so I try to make it very cinematic and put in the things they're asking for. There was a scene in The Lost Book of B where he breaks out of this cage, and in doing so, a big piece of metal goes right through his arm, right? And so he, in the moment, decides, well, this is a good thing to put through somebody's eye. And it's written there.
Did we do that?
And so I have to actually sit there and picture it and figure out, how am I going to make this thing work? And that's really it. It's just the visualization, try to see a movie there.
I love it. Yeah, no, it feels incredibly cinematic, and there's just like wonderful energy throughout each panel. The fight scenes feel believable, but in a way that is completely over the top, because,
And I was hoping that with that came the stillness after, and then the kind of debrief or what happens after as the dust settles. And I find that you get we have a reluctant hero, someone who's very reluctant in the violence.
Right.
And we have this duality of a curse that he's compelled to violence. So the stillness and the kind of regret, or what are the emotions of that? And we kind of speak about where the different situations or circumstances that brought the character B Unity into violence. And I think you really capture, Ron, the stillness as well, the tableaus that you've created.
Yeah, I'm very aware of that, that's part of the juxtaposition. Is that you need that. So, it's a normal energy in the universe. I mean, it's, there's either calm before the storm, there's calm after the storm, and then there's a break. So, and then it causes you to reflect on the purpose of it, and the purpose for this character. And that's really what the character's thing is his purpose. It is love and all those things, but what is his purpose? That's what he questions all the time. And if you were that being and you went through that, you would be just questioning your purpose all the time. Right. Is this all that I am? And so those quiet moments create that for the reader to make them question that as well.
It just feels like a incredibly tortured character in a very beautiful way, in sort of in a parallel to like a vampire or something, where you're like, all right, this guy's seen it all, he's been through it all. But he's not.
But we didn't want to.
Right, you always stress there's no self-pity there. Like,
right,
he's not.
Right.
It's actually a journey to figure it out. It's not. He's not feeling sorry for
he's
himself.
Not an exhausted immortal.
Yeah,
If anything, the character's holding on to its humanity.
Yeah, the difference is, like, I used to be a vampire.
Oh, got it.
And so, just so I know the difference.
Congrats on getting out.
Yeah. And I was just a savage, evil person. But Berserker's is not evil. It's not an evil thing. He's a force of nature, but he's a sentient force of nature that questions his existence and why,
I really love how playful you guys get with the time periods. And you can turn the page and all of a sudden you're in a completely different era. You have that blank canvas to go anywhere. Where where do you, or how do you decide we're going to drop this character in here? Because he's been through it all. So you can really go anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, we tend to follow the story.
Yeah.
You know, like what lesson and where do they need to go? Ancient civilizations.
Yeah, I think it's definitely character driven, right? So it's like, where did he come from? Okay, we need to see that. When did it happen? So we see that, and then the present day. And I think to your credit, you were like, the present day needs to be as relevant as anything else, you know, because that's where we are right now. And then anytime we jump to the past, it's to inform something that he's going through now, you know, to sort of explain why he's doing what he's doing. Like issue 1 was so over the top with violence, but I think it was the intention was to do that, just to wake you up, get your attention, and then we explore why is he doing that? Where did it come from? You know, and what is, and to me, like the violence is part of his character, where he has like a careless disregard for his body. Even his body has no meaning other than as a tool to use.
And there's a running theme of people sort of weaponizing that tool and being like, how do we, I mean, from day one, how do we take advantage of his powers for evil, to hurt people, that even if they don't deserve it?
Which is, you know, par for the course, really, throughout history. What I think supports all of it is how well researched it is. You know, there's real history in there from, you know, real human history. And his name's escaping me. The guy, this archaeological scientist that you went to.
Graham Hancock.
Yes, Graham Hancock. You know, very well researched. And this Lost Book of B is very well researched. And I really got into that. I'm going to talk about this.
And that's Mr. Kent.
What? Yeah, no, we did it. You set up a call with an astrophysicist. Remember this?
True,
so we did the science part. You had a connection that we were able to explore, and then we could ask a bunch of dumb questions and get good explanations.
I love that. Speaking of getting it right, there's a live action adaptation in the works and an animated series in the works. What are the things that have to make it over there besides, I mean, I guess in the live action one, are we going for the Guinness Book of World Records for blood in the first 20 minutes?
No. So what's the question?
What do you think those things just really need to nail in terms of like the essence of the graphic novel that you want to see across both those adaptations?
Well, I'm interested to see what the other artists who are involved, the director, the writer Mattson Tomlin is involved with the screenplay, and he's also offered to move forward with the anime. So really, there's just some canon, like the lead character has to have that biography, the rules of the curse. So there's some rules and stuff, but otherwise just trying to, you know, see what they come up with.
That rules. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. Berserker kicks ass. Please go buy it. Read them all. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
For all things Comic-Con, keep watching IGN.